That sounds huge as well. Hello and welcome back to another video. In today's video, of course, we're reacting to some more video game music, and today we're going to be reacting to some Final Fantasy XIV, which is where kind of this channel sort of began, really, with Final Fantasy XIV. Today we're going to be reacting to the track, well, the DAWNTRAIL extended teaser. So actually we're going to be reacting to the trailer for DAWNTRAIL, which is the new expansion 7.0 coming out next year. So it is the trailer, but we're going to be mainly focusing on the music for the trailer, because that will be, the trailer always has hints of main motifs and themes that are used throughout the expansion, which we know from, you know, Endwalker. So, okay, so we're going to get into the reaction in a second, but before we do, please do like the video and subscribe to the channel as well. I'd really appreciate that if you can do that. And also let me know what sort of stuff you want to see next on the channel. Any more Final Fantasy XIV stuff, or anything from any other Final Fantasy or any other game in general, animes, anything like that. Put those in the comments below and we can get looking at those. But let's get into the reaction. Okay, so yes, this is the trailer, as we know. But we will obviously be focusing mainly on the music, although the visuals will probably help us determine a few things. Alright, so let's get into it then, and let's react to the DAWNTRAIL extended teaser with lyrics from Final Fantasy XIV in 3, 2, 1, go. I think, yeah, so it's quite interesting how this starts, right? Because we've got this kind of very playful, like, piano and this kind of ticking on the with the percussion, and this kind of very playful, kind of almost nasally kind of vocal performance, and with the lyrics "time no more once upon a time," it's a lot more positive. If you were compare this to Footfalls, right, which is the Endwalker theme, is very, very different, and I haven't actually reacted to Footfalls on the channel, so I think that's something that we'll probably do, because I think it'd be quite interesting. But this is obviously like, whereas Endwalker was obviously, in terms of an expansion, was tying up a story, and it was a lot more introspective, and it's, you know, it's a lot slower, and it was a lot more kind of dramatic. This is like a new dawn, you know, well, yeah, DAWNTRAIL. This is like the next step, but it's like adventure. It's like, it's more positive. It's a lot more positive.
Take flight, find your wings and spread them wide.
Ah, blue seas, clear skies, and boundless possibilities.
And we're seeing that obviously with more of those themes carrying on through, where, you know, obviously the song's in a major key, so it's obviously a lot more happy in terms of how it sounds. And we've got this lovely, like, bouncy slap bass underneath that sounds great. I know it's difficult to hear because it's the trailer, but when they release the actual track, maybe we can go back to it. But they haven't yet. But you've got this lovely, like, bouncy bass underneath it as well, and these nice, like, very bright piano chords. It sounds really, really, like, really fun, really, really fun.
I dare say our destination will soon be in sight.
Enjoying yourself for a change?
And kind of keeping that very Final Fantasy XIV kind of musical theme, having that kind of, those kind of scrapey, kind of funky chords. You can kind of hear it. It's kind of very slappy, kind of more funky kind of, yeah, chords underneath it, which is you know, kind of keeping that pace up, keeping it nice, but keeping that kind of through line from other Final Fantasy kind of songs we've heard. Now, that bass tone is just filthy. It's so great. I kind of like that as well, though. It kind of stops and kind of, you know, that strings kind of pull across and take center stage, and then let the bass go forward. It's kind of bringing a little bit of, like, intensity and drama to it, which we've not really had yet. Yeah, and now we've kind of got this slap bass, and now the chords are coming in as well. So it's like, it's a lot more active. It's kind of like maybe it would underlay a fight in some way. I kind of quite, you know, with the funkiness of the bass and the way that the guitar is, and the guitar is like playing a little bit more aggressive as well. Kind of reminds me of the fighting sort of music that you get in the Persona game. It's very similar to that. And the Persona music generally is phenomenal. And yeah, no, I like it. It's good. It's good.
Come now. There's no cause for panic.
Oh yeah.
This one might make for a worthy opponent.
That's quite a cool little sound. Kind of elevate that, but have that like pick scrape across the guitar, which is what we heard, and then to kind of have those little just hammer-ons on, just to have that, have the energy, to have that pace, but to not kind of overbear it with a load of different notes. You know, it's quite cool. So, I mean, the lyrics there were quite interesting, which is kind of just, I mean, going through all the expansions that we have gone through so far. What was it? When we get, I have to click through it, but we'll go back. When we get This Realm Reborn, To the Heavens as We Rise, Heaven's Ward, Stormblood, Shadowringers, Endwalker, obviously. So relaying the story back to us. And I think that's probably the question that a lot of players have now after the, you know, that story has ended, is like, where do we go now? You know, what is that? Is kind of like the question of, what's the story now? Where do we go? Where do we go? Where do we go? But that was kind of cool the way it was musically done. And it's kind of no more running on a more voiced kind of shout. It's quite nice. But yeah, let's keep going. That sounds huge as well. Like nice and low, like really massive. Sounds great. Now we're kind of back to the fun sort of thing. We've got that nice groovy pace back, the more fun kind of vocal to it. And obviously visually we're seeing like the Scions back kind of having a more personal moments, which is really cool. Really nice.
Might you have a moment to speak further?
That's fun as well, to kind of have those claps in there as well. Doing clap, clap, have the percussion doing that is really, really cool. Now, what I like about this whole section, and even with the melody and the claps underneath and the rhythm, very Mediterranean, you know, kind of Spanish, Portuguese, that kind of feel of music, and obviously classical guitar is Spanish, right? So it's kind of got that sort of feel to it. And obviously, when you're looking at the thematically where this is being set, it's obviously in, you know, like beaches and coastlines and hot and sunny. Although some of the temple structures look more South American, I suppose, but obviously this is fantasy, so it doesn't really matter. But the music to me sounds very, very... But then again, you know, like flamenco and things like that, it's you know, it could be more South American as well. Yeah, that no, it could be Latin. I mean, they're very similar sounding. Like Mediterranean and Latin music is very, very similar.
At last, we have come to the land you call the New World. My home. Tural.
Growl. We will be there, or at least I will be there. I'll certainly be playing, heading to DAWNTRAIL tutorial in the summer of 2024. But that is going to be a great game. But musically, yeah, like a lot more. I feel like this is telling us this is going to be a lot more about exploration. It's going to be a lot more fun. It's going to be a lot less dramatic at the moment. I'm sure it will build up. But what this game is good at is making sure you build to those moments properly and that we earn them. And so this is the start of that build, but it looks really, really fun. Looks really fun, sounds really fun, and I can't wait to hear more music, and obviously we'll be reacting to that music as soon as it comes out. But anyway, if you enjoyed this, please do like the video, subscribe to the channel as well, and also let me know if you like the song too, and let me know what we should be reacting to next on the channel as well in the comment section below. But having said all of that, thank you all so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Time, no more once upon a time. Take flight, find your wings and spread them wide.
Ah, blue seas, clear skies, and boundless possibilities.